They envy, I suppose. Could the girls get friendly, I suppose. But I'm just a real G, I suppose. Do it all for the family, I suppose. But we'll see how it goes. Hope I can stop maybe, but I won't. Baby, I'm the GOAT. Don't even chat to me about features, G. Gotta pay me for the quote. The price of the been rising, trying to get a beat for the low. I find it peak and I don't. In the kitchen, babe, leave me alone. Up a ting and I heat up the stove. They got their eggs all up in one basket. Told them be smart, we ain't equally yoked. They can't speak to the... Watch them go weaker than knees, a hello.
Oh, they had fashion on their minds as they entered the building. Soon, the only thing the Spurs will be thinking about is a win here at home. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got George. Bird is out there with Parrish. Then there's Brown. And it's Kuzi in at the 1. And for San Antonio, Doncic out there with Allen. Then it's Duncan. And it's Harrison in at the 3, the small forward. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
So Boston wins the tip. Brown with it. Tipped away. Allen against Parrish. Allen kicks to Doncic. Here's Embry. 2 points. That one goes. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Yeah, it looks like he's in real pain. Definitely a concern right now.
Well, these are the moments that can be gut-wrenching for him and his team, right? Anytime you see an injury like this, certainly your heart goes out to him and to his family.
Pierce is checked in for Brown. Drives to the hoop. Kuzi passes to Parrish. And it's Pierce in the corner.
Watch the screen.
Tim Duncan with the rebound. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Embry. Over Pierce. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Kuzi passes to Bird. Now here's Pierce. Clock at 6. Let's go. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Harrison. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Bird looking it over. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Allen for the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Larry Bird. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Here's Embry. Shoots over Parrish. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
And it's tied up with that one. And the Spurs with possession. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, unbelievable shooting display, especially from long range. That turned out to be the difference.
Well, and I think what that was a product of was their movement off the basketball. Just tremendous work on the perimeter.
San Antonio again missing. Doncic against Bird. Here's Kuzi. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Doncic against Pierce. Goes up on the high post. Harrison, no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Jaylen Brown. David?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. He told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. They're going to keep him off the court for the time being, and they don't rule out the possibility have to miss a few more games as a result. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Hits it from three-point range.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Doncic. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Embry. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So both teams making some changes here. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now, here's George. After the miss from Darren Williams. Here's Parrish, and it's Parrish with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Short. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. They get a hand on it. Here's Bird. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the pass to Williams. Will it go? A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Parrish high post. And here's Bird for three. Tried to tip it in, but couldn't quite get it. Pass to Short. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Now just a 2-point Boston lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success.
Oh, he nailed it.
And it counts. Spurs. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Boston on top. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Spurs trail by 5. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Bogues, and it's Van Arsdale in at the 2. To the middle, here's Bird. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
These are the kinds of shots that get Bird going. When he makes these contested shots, he enjoys talking some trash as well.
Back to Bogues. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Bowen.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here's Kuzi. And there's the feed to Parrish. Passes it to Kuzi. Here's the 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Here's Gugliotta. Now the pass to Bogues. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Short. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 7. The 3 from George. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now here's Bogues. Defense is right there. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Pass to Bird. Kuzi with the bucket. Kuzi's got the lead up to 7 now for Boston.
I tell you, Kuzi is pretty crafty down there on the block, has that sense of how to score in traffic.
Duncan outside. Passes it to Gugliotta. Here's Bogues. Good on the 3-point shot. Bogues has got 5 points now this quarter.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on you.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Here's Bogues. Offensive rebound. Here's Duncan, and he converts the layup.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
To the wing right side. Going good. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And now the first timeout call here for the Spurs. So, Doris, here's a question for you. Should the NBA widen the court? Because the corner 3 now is such a staple in these offenses.
Wow, that's exactly right. One of the most coveted, Kevin, because the proximity of the shot is so desirable. Here's what we know unequivocally. There's no way they're going to widen the court because it would take out some of the money-making courtside seats. That's not happening.
Celtics making a change here. Pierce is checked in. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. Number 1, the Celtics.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Williams in the post. Rebound, Boston. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's Kuzi, and he drops it in from the low post. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
And, Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Duncan, the pass to Arizona. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Van Arsdale. Trains the three-pointer. And Arsdale's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Right side, George. Unloads from 9, and it's Boston with another.
He's obviously hit a bit of a dry spell here. Only 1 of 5 this quarter.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 8-point game. The pass to Van Arsdale. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Pierce. Banked in off the glass. Pierce has got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Harrison, defended by George. Pass to Gugliotta. Williams for 3, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, deep with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the Spurs. They trail by 7. Down low. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Allen for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Allen's got 6.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Outside, George. Clock at 6. Poked loose. From deep 3-point land. The long distance 3 is buried. 10 points for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Pop. Facing a deficit in the second half. What do you tell your guys?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just on the dribble a little bit too much, and we've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Pop, thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Taking a look at the Celtics, And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. The confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Larry Bird.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. On the floor for Boston, we've got Parrish. Bird out there with Paul George. And it's Pierce. And it's Kuzi in at the point guard. Doncic kicks to Allen. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got 9 points.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Stolen by Allen. Now, here's Doncic. Tight defense on him. To the left side wing. Arizin, the pass to Duncan. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Duncan's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, you got to honor Duncan from the mid-range. When he's got space to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Here's George. A second chance effort. Poked away.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's Arizin, defended by George. Passes it to Arizin. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He's got 5.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the Celtics. George dishes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Doncic passes to Arizin. From the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the paint. Releases. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Chalk up 2 there. George has got 7 points in the game.
Well, you see the elite nature of Paul George's game. Make a steal on one end, finish with authority on the other.
Here's Embry, and the rejection by Parrish. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Kuzi passes to Bird. Parrish with it. George looking over the floor. The shot's good. Now it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Pass to Doncic. Doncic attacks. Kuzi with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Simmons, and it's good for 2. Simmons got his second basket of the night.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Doncic outside. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Embry, that's good. 11 points in the game.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score it.
As crafty as they come. George has lots of experience when it comes to mixing up defenders.
For Boston, Paul George.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Williams passes to short. Here's Embry. Spurs passing it around. There's the pass to short. Tipped away. George with the steal. Here's Kuzi. Drills it from outside. Kuzi's got 15. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game. It's beautiful. The shot by George, no good.
Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Pass to Gugliotta. 1:15 left here in the third quarter. Here's Short, and he gets it to go from the high post.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Pass to George. Releases, and again it's Boston converting.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Bones. That one misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Celtics leading by 9. Pass to Eaton. Here's Kuzi. He's got 15. With some arc, and it's good on the layup. Kuzi's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And Whiteside sends it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Checking in for the Celtics, Paul Pierce.
Up in time. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Coaches talk about ending quarters. Well, you cannot do it better than that.
And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target. And
with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. Allen is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Embry in at the 5. Spurs trail by 9. To the inside. Kicks it out to Allen. From downtown, Robert Parrish comes up with the rebound. The pass to Pierce. Here's Kuzi. Guarded by Doncic. Parrish, the pass to George. 6 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. A shot's good from Parrish.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Allen passes to Doncic. Back to Allen. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, that's about timing and precision and knowing for Paul George how to use that leaping ability to get that alley-oop.
Celtics leading by 13. Outside, Pierce. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
And the first one drops. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Pass to Embry. Nobody near Allen. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
The 3 for Doncic. The triple. Doncic.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
George finds Pierce. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
At the line for the Celtics, Paul Pierce. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 14-point game. Embry, that's good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Parrish high post. Right side, George. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession of the ball. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
From the high post, and the shot goes down.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now timeout called by Boston.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Arizona, the pass to Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Puts it up. And again, it's Boston converting.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Celtics leading by 11. George passes to Kuzi. A minute 42 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Parrish missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Arizona, the pass to Doncic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. J.J. Redick's checked in for Ben Simmons. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Luka Doncic has established himself as a perennial candidate for MVP. He controls the game with the basketball in his hands. He is an incredible driver, and he makes the game easy for the guys around him.
The shot's good from Kuzi.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Boston.
Their inside game was what secured them to win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
Doncic outside. Duncan outside. Spurs working the ball around now. And it's Doncic missing. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Here's Kuzi, guarded by Doncic. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.
My little on a like Austin. Fell in love with the game. Put him on ice like the diamonds in my chain. I said, get the streets hope, look how far the came. Mr. Never leave, my brothers never change up on it. Through the hurt and the pain, through the lane. I say, shoot for me. I'm shooting to win. Money on the wall like I'm busting the frames. Did a shoot when you ball with a name. Squad when I'm dealing with pain. Ballin'.